Forewarned is forearmed.
Look, I don't think it's a great idea for me to be answering questions right now.
Hello agents, I'm Susanna Moyer and this is the Ingress Report. I'm on the ground in Seattle, the primary site for the first day of the Obsidian Anomalies. We've seen heated battles around the globe today as agents have clashed in flash shard events and cluster battles. Here in Seattle, I also had a chance to hang out with some amazing agents and hear their stories about being part of one of the oldest and strongest Ingress communities.
We had a hard time making a level 8 portal when we first started. I mean, it was real work, and you'd get people together and you'd beg them to come, and it was uphill both ways. Now, I have at my dinner table, literally family dinner table on Sunday nights, I have 7 level 16s and a level 10.
I'm here with Agent BigMatty, who obtained the key for the box that I'm in possession of. Can you tell me how you came to get it?
Certainly. So the team in Italy recovered it. They contacted our local community, and from courier to courier, I was told that it was arriving here, and then slightly cryptic message, I was told it would be placed in a blue box. The key was in fact in there.
Fantastic, so you have it.
I do.
The Anomalies began in Hamamatsu, where over 4,000 agents gathered to engage the first ever flash shard and cluster battle hybrid Anomaly.
The Enlightened dominated from the beginning, capturing half of all of the shards in the first 3 jumps and capturing all 16 by measurement 3. The story was similar for the cluster battles. The Enlightened dominated across the board, leading in links, anchored fields, cluster portals and volatile portals. At the end of the day in Japan, the Enlightened walked off with a massive victory, 7,482 to 3,100.
Chasing the daylight, the battle for Obsidian continued in Madrid, where more than 1,000 agents were on the ground for a fierce cluster battle.
On the defensive, following their massive defeat in Hamamatsu, the Resistance needed to push hard to regain their footing. Focusing on volatile portals as well as overhead fields, the Resistance led at every measurement and claimed the Anomaly 1,741 to 846. However, this still left a 4,300 point deficit.
The action then leapt across the Atlantic to Rio de Janeiro, where agents launched themselves into the day's first flash shard Anomaly.
The shards manifested in 4 sets of 9, and the Enlightened got off to a fast start. They held a 3-2 advantage through the first hour, but then the tables turned. The Resistance matched the score at the 5th jump, and within the next hour had captured twice as many shards as the Enlightened. By the end of the Anomaly, the Resistance had captured 24 shards to 12 for the Enlightened, and the Resistance closed the overall scoring gap from 4,400 to 2,300.
Just moments later, the final cluster battle of the day began in Milwaukee.
The Resistance kept the heat turned up, chipping away at the Enlightened lead and maintaining an upper hand across all Anomaly factors. Even without creating a large field, the Resistance still managed to score 1,566 to just 444 for the Enlightened, and the overall Enlightened lead was reduced to just over 1,000 within striking distance. That set things up perfectly for an epic clash at the final Anomaly site.
Around 2,000 agents were on the ground here in Seattle to bring the day's action to a close in a massive flash shard battle.
With just 1,000 points difference, the Resistance seemed to be closing in on yet another Anomaly victory. The Enlightened, however, had other plans.
Thank you guys, look forward to seeing you. Have a fun day and good luck.
Down! Attention India! Up! Teamwork brings success! Far! Down! Attention India! Up! Teamwork brings success!
The shards manifested in 4 sets of 18, and the Enlightened began executing a tightly coordinated strategy from the first moment they appeared. Within the first hour, they had scored 11 to only 4 for the Resistance, and the margin got wider from there. By the end of the day, the Enlightened had racked up a massive 58 shards, while the Resistance managed only 12.
It's a pouch. I'm not supposed to tell you what's in here, but basically it's yours to do with
The Enlightened carried the day and won the first of the Obsidian Anomalies with an overall score of 15,772 to 10,007.
And that goes to the Enlightened.
The Enlightened victory across the Anomalies sends a clear message. Obsidian will belong to them. Their win is a critical boost for the Acolyte in her mission to create the Obsidian Shield, an ancient XM technology she plans to use against the Nazir. Agents, please continue to share your adventures on G+, Facebook and Twitter using the hashtag Ingress. Like our videos and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date. Together, you are changing the world. Where Obsidian and ultimately our fate leads is up to you. For the Ingress Report, I'm Susanna Moyer.
The Enlightened have taken the lead.
They asked a lot of questions. Questions were all over the place. I don't know who they were.